And I'm back. Alright, where was I before I was rudely interrupted? Hello, it's me again. Didn't recognize me at first. Oh, alright. There we go. Jalheen. I thought I saw him come in. Although a somewhat private sort, the professor is quick to befriend those who share his fondness for the Maine's unique beverages. What is even that word? Let me just look it up really quick. Is that even a word? May? Pronunciation? Mehane? It's Turkish. Beverage house or wine house. Oh, it's probably a pun too. A musical form of vocal delivery that incorporates rhyme, rhythmic speech, and street vernacular, which is performed or chanted in a variety of ways, usually over a backing seat or musical accompaniment. Oh, the more you know. Mehane, I think.
Mihane.
Mihane?
Mehane. Mihane. Mehane.
Mehane. Turkish.
Meyhane. Mekane.
Oops.
Meyhane. Meyhane.
Mehane. Duly noted. From Persian May and then Hane. May means wine, Hane means house. Michelle's here. You still in? Hello? You still there? Help! Help! Oh, okay. Alright. Ready. Offer him any drink from a selection and you will happily share everything he knows about the vault you seek and a few other odd bits besides. Whatever you buy for him is on the house, by the way. If Meraidi found out I took coin from the Thavnir's savior, he or she would be have me scrubbing pots for a week. Wait, that's not it. Wait, what the? What? How rude, standing on the table. Yes. Following skipped. Cancel by pending jelly. And what may I do for you, my Eorzean friend? No, just a friendly chat. How about a drink? Well, I certainly wouldn't say no to a drink freely offered. Here we are, one of Meiraidi's finest. Enjoy. I wonder if that's an actual Turkish word. Let me look it up. Meiraidi.
Meerite.
Meteorite. Okay, never mind. Does that mean anything? In the fruit?
In the fruit. Meyvede.
Huh. I wonder if it's Indian. Hold on. Hindi? Winehouse. Nope. Winehouse.
Şarap evi.
Version. Unavailable. version. Lame. Interesting. Bottoms up. That was very kind of you, sir, but I know when I'm being softened up. What is it you want from me?
You know, the vault.
Oh, chasing down that old tale, are you? It does seem to appeal to the adventurous at heart. Now, where to begin? Might I assume you have heard of Al-Zadal? It was Khan of the Ari tribe, which sailed to the Thavnir from the mainland, and a key figure in the history of Radzatan. His decision to aid the Arkasad is what ultimately won them the war against the Gajasura, thus allowing our predecessors to lay the foundation for this thriving city-state. Truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson as Alzadal the third, who was known for his deeds as a satrap at Radzatan's earlier days. Some attest that this man traveled to another world entirely and returned with glittering riches. Others that he brokered an alliance with an Acer worm for the first brood. And there is the tale of the sunken vault, the one you seem most curious about. According to this legend, Alzadal III claimed a small island somewhere in the middle of the bounty. There he built a structure reaching clear to the bottom of the sea, a deep and secret storehouse, and locked all his worldly wealth within. In the century since, whenever a natural disaster of hardship befell Radzatan, folk would remember that tale of hidden treasure. Hardy souls would set out to claim their fortune, but precious few ever made it home. Would you like to hear more? Apologies, I have a slight tickle in... Oh, my cup appears to be empty. Milil, another round for the professor. Ah, I see we've reached an understanding. You're a sharp one, adventurer. Another for the professor. Oh, today was a splendid day to visit the Mehane. Wood Costo. Where were we? Ah, yes. Those who did return seek the treasure vault flatly refused to speak of what they saw. Did this discourage others? Nay, quite the opposite. Such accounts only served to feed the legend, and the golden lure grew stronger than ever before. That reminds me of something Azama was saying. Azama's a fellow connoisseur of spirituous potables. Yes, he is. Anyway, he was saying
that one of his acquaintances went after the treasure himself. Hasn't been seen since he set sail, I hear. But he did have no, I can say no more. You seem a generous sort. What kind of a man would I be to encourage what is clearly a foolhardy request? If my word sent you to your death, I could never live with myself. I am no stranger to peril. Is that so? Perhaps it's your turn to tell a tale then. What manner of dangers have you faced? The very edge of existence. From anyone else, I'd struggle to believe it. But I recognize you now. You're the hero of the final days. A drink. I need another drink to settle my nerves, Malil. More of the same, if you please.
As you wish, but this is on your coin, Professor.
I love him already. Anyway, you being who you are, I suppose you wouldn't hurt to share a little more. This friend of Azamas, he was desperate to buy a treasure map, one which showed the way to the entrance of the vault. Seems he could get it from some merchant. What's his name? I forget. Let's drink a toast to you, my you best friend. More drink. Maybe get him water.
Your drink, sir.
Marvelous. I am parched. A cup of water. That was water. Did you tell her to bring me water? Still, that's probably for the best. Very kind of you, really. My head will certainly thank you in the morning. I seem to have overindulged. I am put in mind of the words of Master Jalzan. Be wary much you drink of. Wait, be wary of how much of the drink you swallow, lest it swallow you. Forgive me, I will subject you no more of these unseemly antics. If you want to speak with Azama, well, as I said, we share a taste for the Mehane's fine spirits. He probably came in as we were talking. I wish you fortune in finding your fortune.
You appear to have learned all you need from Delhine has shared regarding the overseas vault. To find out more, you will need to locate a man by the name Asama.
Actually, let me go aside. Okay. Yes, I am Azuma. And who might you be? All true, I'm afraid. My friend took a ship out in search of Aldazal's legacy, and I've been watching for his sails ever since. I tried to dissuade him, of course, but he refused to listen. All he could talk about was finding that vault. And that look in his eyes. I knew it wasn't common gold or jewels he lusted after. He was hunting Alzadal III's otherworldly hoard, and his ambition would not be denied. I see it in you too, that appetite for the mysterious and the unknown. But I do not attempt to turn you from your path. I know too well the futility of that endeavor. So I will tell you what my friend told me, how he convinced the merchant in the bazaar to give him the rough location of the vault's entrance. Seems this merchant, one Zashal, I believe, is selling a map which shows the exact route, but my friend's purse was too light for its exorbitant price. With what meager wealth he had, he instead paid to learn that there are ruins in a small island somewhere in the bounty, and within those ruins hides the path to the vault deep below. If you truly intend to seek Alzadal's treasure, I suggest you put your affairs in order. I wish things were different, but I do not believe my friend is ever coming home. That's sad. Oh, the ceiling fixtures. I didn't notice that the last time.
Please, Ashal, please! You must let me have that treasure map!
What's all this about?
My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters. My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself. Can you spare us no kindness?
Young boy.
So, you hope to find your fortune? And what? You expect me to surrender my wares for pity's sake? What have you to offer in payment? As I thought. Come back when you've more than rags to your name.
Whoa.
This is no mere treasure map. It is a guide to the vaults of Arzadal III, one of the great satraps of Radzat Khan, and a direct descendant of Alzadal Khan.
Oh.
A map to Alzadal's legacy?
So he says. A fake, I'd wager.
This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of passage. You may find the ruins hidden in the bounty, but you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession. A priceless artifact it is, discovered amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days, and lovingly restored by yours truly. This map is the key to fabulous riches, and I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away. Be glad I am no such king, boy. Your scrawny-eyed would never return with that treasure alive. Oh, cruel fate! Why must you tempt me with wealth I am powerless to claim?
Where does that
How
sound?
I shall envy
fake?
the one who purchases that precious map. Whatever they pay will be
it
but
is.
pittance against the golden hoard they stand to uncover.
Nah. Ah, Estinian, my boy. No. No. Don't
What of
you...
you, sir? Fighting man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering Alzadal's lost fortune.
A fortune, you say?
Oh my gosh. Can he be any more daft?
If I had but the strength to seize that treasure, my starving sister would never want for food.
I'll take it. Will this cover the price?
Oh, what Tataru would say. Just like that, eh? Just like that? How...
Well met, my friend.
Oh my boy.
Someone is dressed for adventure.
Yeah. Likewise.
But why Thavner of all places? Knowing you, I suspect there's more to your plans than sightseeing and shopping.
Ah, you got me. Well, I got this, note
Ruins
from
beneath the
Tataru.
bounty.
Yeah.
Curious. And here I've acquired a map to just such a site.
If it is even real.
With that sale, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you'll excuse me.
You needn't mind us.
And now I've fleeced one of the heroes of the final days. Pray the sisters were looking elsewhere.
This map may or may not be genuine. Either way, we'll need a ship to find out for sure.
Never took you for a treasure hunter.
Lest you misunderstand, I seek the treasure not for myself.
Ah.
If such a fortune truly exists, then it could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days. I hope to do for Thavnir what you and Alphino did for the Alamegans when you recovered the Mad King's trove. Come now. You know Alphino needs little encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of your shared exploits. Speaking of precocious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the merchant. Suppose his role was to draw the attention of the crowd and add weight to the merchant's bold claims. Transparent act for the most part. It was not all mummery. The need to provide for his sister rang true enough. Thus, if some portion of the profits end up in that waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent, whether the map leads us to the vault or not. You are coming along, yes?
Of course. If it's with you.
Naturally.
I thought as much. Now, let's see about securing a vessel.
Rough on an adventure. You'll recall I spoke of visiting Tabnera at Vitra's request. Well, he finally invited me to a feast and made his proposal once. I was too full of Hanish delights to refuse. He wishes me to train the Radiant Host in that's work. But there's a tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or a trawler with a ship fit for the open seas. Matya is a fisherman by trade, yes? We should head to Akyali and see if he can help us.
Hold on.
Wait, where was I go again? My friends, what brings you to our humble old village? Well, we need a boat. So you need a seaworthy vessel to seek these ruins. Considering it was your deeds which allowed us to return to fishing, I should think everyone would be glad for a chance to repay the favor. Wait here, and now we'll have a boat stocked and ready for you in no time at all. Have you noticed our little shadow? He's been following us since we left the city. I see you there, boy. Show yourself. Ah, it is you. Do you know how far out of our way we walked so that you'd not cross paths with some wild beast? I'm sorry, sir, but aren't you the heroes who saved Thavnir? You are. I know you are. And I've gone and cheated you. I work with Zashal, you see, the map merchant. It's my job to play the pleading orphan and convince the crowd his wares are worth the price he asks. I'm ashamed of what I've done and beg for your forgiveness. If not for you, my sister and I would never have. Well, we'd be...
Enough. I know your game, and I paid the price willingly. A fortunate purchase, as it turns out, for my friend here was seeking those very ruins.
Yep, that's me. You're kind to overlook the wrong I have done you. But there is more you need to know. The map you bought is very real, as it is the island it shows. I overheard Zashal selling the information to another customer. He told that man where he needed to search, about the ruins, about the vault, about everything. Then the man sailed out to find his fortune, never to return. You cannot go alone to that place. You should have more friends with you, maybe even a whole army.
I do not doubt the ruins would hold danger, but I assure you, between the two of us, there is little we cannot overcome.
Please, I cannot bear the thought of...
Eh?
Now you've gone and made him cry. I've gone and made him cry. How do you feel about that, Estinian?
I did not. That was not my intention. Such devastation. Oh, very well. I assume we do find this treasure hoard. Assuming we do find this treasure hoard, it may prove wise to have more hands along for to carry. Oh, hold on a moment. I got messaged. Yeah. That's good. Okay. Oh, very well. Any ideas on whom to approach? The Scions have scattered far and wide since our last gathering. Team Daddy? Yeah. Sankrit and Urianche, eh? Those two would answer our call, certainly, but they left the Rising Stones with a definite task in mind, and I am loath to interrupt their self-appointed mission. Ah. What about Alphino and LSA? Little Lord Alphino and his sister, were they not bound for Garlemald? And they have far more important matters to attend to than delving for trinkets. Ystola? Ystola. Her magics would be a welcome addition, yeah, aye. But I am loath to interrupt her research. Mayhap we could ask a less prickly companion. I don't mind prickly though. How about Graha and Cryo?
Aye, Kryl may have her hands full rebuilding the students, but if you reach out to Graha, she would surely leap at the invitation. Will that set your mind at ease? Yes, if that man is as strong as you. Is he, though? Strong, I mean. Oh, plenty strong. What is your name, boy? Merad, sir. Well, Merad, her life is yours to live as you will. But I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to keep your sister safe. I am not proud of what I do. But what choice do I have? We need to eat, and everybody's too busy rebuilding their own lives to bother with two grubby orphans. Wait, boy. I didn't take this roundabout road just to see you end up in some creature's belly. Let me walk you back to the city gates. Thank you, sir. Call me Estinian. I shall leave you to recruit Graha. You'll appreciate the invitation that much more, I'm sure. As I recall, he was based at the Annex. Somewhere there ought to be able to point you in the right direction. Yeah. Let us be off too, Merad. Do me a favor. And don't stray from the path. Man, all that gil that I got from that quest is pretty much going into teleporting. The heck? No, she has good taste in color. Oh, look who it is. Welcome back, Daruka. What might the students do for you? Graha? Yes, he's in the main hall with Mistress Kryl. They've been holed up in there for days. By all means, go and give him an excuse to take a break.
Raha, my boy.
Ah, Ojika, my good man. Would you be so kind as to...
Hello.
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
Hello.
I wish you had sent word ahead. I thought I was having visions for a moment there.
What are the two of you working on?
Raha and I have been compiling old records of the students' activities. We located several accounts in the archives of Numenon and added them to the collection we recovered from the Isle of Val.
And judging by the progress we've made thus far, sorting this pile will keep us occupied for days to come. But what brings you to the Annex, my friend? Surely you haven't come all this way just to watch us shuffle dusty papers around?
I need your help, dude. Would you like to go on an adventure? I got a lead.
The treasure vault of Alzadal III.
Yep.
And you're looking for companions to join you on this expedition.
Yep. That is correct.
I would dearly love to accompany you, of course, but I'm afraid I'm committed to another task. On the subject of which I had hoped to ask for your assistance. Then again, it's not so urgent that it can't wait until you've returned. You should go, Raha. I'll stay here and mind the shop, as it were.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'd hate to leave you short-handed.
I'm sure. Just try to be back before too many moons have passed.
Well, I guess we're off on another adventure already.
Yes.
Have you asked anyone else to come along?
Just you, dude.
Then might I suggest we invite your Stola?
Yeah. Thought she was busy.
Ever since the Scions disbanded, she spent most of her time cloistered within the Great Google Library, hoping to piece together a method to traverse the rift. It would seem, however, that whatever wisdom she sought there was not to be found. She arrived in Charlian the other day. We spoke briefly before she began her search of Numenon.
Numenon.
Considering what you've told us of Alzadal's extraordinary feats, I do believe your Stola would be more than interested to hear what you have to say. Splendid! Then let us head to the archives at once.
Wait, before you go. I have another potential member to volunteer, if you've room to spare. Urianger.
Oh.
He sent the students a request for materials, you see. Treatises on the architecture of treasure vaults and the like. From what I can gather, the Loperites are looking to make improvements to their own creation and wish to learn more about how we build things down here. So, why not take Urianger with you? Let him study Alzadal's legacy firsthand.
None can deny the benefit of seeing something with your own eyes. If our expedition leader has no objections, I say we extend Urianger an invitation once we've spoken with your Stola.
Sure. Let's do. Yes.
Safe travels, you two. But don't forget, I'd still like your help with that other matter I mentioned.
Oh no.
Right. Then it's off to the library.
Bye. Aw. And as I always say, when deposing, lighting is important. I'm like hybriding right now. I got like one hand on the controller, one on the mouse. Enough of that. Oh, she's
I've
out
never
like
known
a
your
light.
Stola to doze off in the middle of research before.
Bored, maybe.
Close my eyes for one moment.
Well, hello there, sunshine.
Ow! How long have you two been here?
Long enough. We didn't want to wake you.
Nor did I want to fall asleep. I must have been studying for 2-3 days straight before exhaustion finally claimed me.
Why though?
As you know, I've been researching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections. Well, looking for hints at least. I don't expect to find a simple set of instructions tucked away in some dark corner of the library. So I've been skimming through the stacks, hoping to uncover even a partial mention of any similar feats in the past. A means to travel between worlds exists, and you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. So I promised Runar, but 'twould seem I've set myself a nigh impossible task.
Oh, still thinking about
You
Runar.
needn't be so hard on yourself. The leap I made with the Crystal Tower was not achieved in an afternoon. It was the culmination of a collective effort spanning generations.
Oh, you think me discouraged? I assure you, 'tis quite the opposite. A daunting challenge and the time to sink my teeth into it. I feel like a fresh-faced student again.
That's good.
A scholar in her element.
Indeed. Was there something else you wish to ask of me?
Want to go on an adventure?
Alzadal is no minor figure in Harnish history, and much is known about his family. But this is the first I've heard of a descendant surviving a trip to another world. If those tales are true, then he may have left behind some clue as to how it was accomplished. An invitation to delve into one of the world's lingering mysteries. As if I could refuse. And whence do we embark upon this expedition?
Achiali, by ship. But before that, we thought to extend an invitation to Uriange as well. He was in Thalmazane, last we heard.
Then by all means, let us recruit him, and be on our way.
our illustrious champion. Cloaked in the mantle of the common explorer, fame set aside in thy pursuit of simple adventure.
Yes.
I am told a new expedition is in the offing.
Yes. Just good to see you well.
And thee. As ever, thou art the picture of strength.
I don't know about strength.
You've been keeping yourself busy, I trust?
True to our plan, Thancred and I embarked upon a pilgrimage of sorts, with an eye for gauging the state of those lands through which we passed. Our travels were interrupted, however, by a request for aid from our befurred lunar allies. As you may recall, the Loperites had been seeking new purpose for the moon, another role through which it might serve to benefit mankind. The Forum hath been working to advise them in this endeavor, but I return to offer mine own counsel.
And this has what to do with treasure vaults, exactly?
Ah, you have learned of my predicament from Mistress Cryle. I know not whence they acquired such knowledge, but the Loperites now stand convinced that adventurers delight in treasure hunts. Thus, with their newly built wonderland of riches and mystery, do they hope to entice all manner of daring delvers to the moon. So earnest and innocent was their desire to bring joy to the world that I found myself powerless to refuse them my cooperation. But what of you, my friends? Why are you come to Labyrinthos?
Want to go on an adventure?
Fascinating. This is indeed a most fortuitous opportunity. I should be honored to accept thine invitation. How long hath it been, I wonder, when last our actions were not impelled by fate or desperation?
Aye. Though I cherish the Scion's accomplishments, 'tis pleasant to not have the weight of the world upon our shoulders for a change.
Counting Istinian, we number 5 now, yes? Without knowing what traps or perils await unwary feet, we may be wise to refrain from recruiting others.
I agree. Between us, we should have the skills to handle whatever situation may arise. Shall we be on our way?
Of course.
What, no time to spare a word for the grizzled old bard?
Ha! Sup?
All is well, I trust?
A wasted trip, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to catch up with a former mentor while you parleyed with the rabbits, but it seems our paths were not to cross.
How was your pilgrimage? Pilgrimage.
Having an astrologian beside you on the road is surprisingly convenient. And it doesn't hurt that he's making strides with his light-hearted banter. In any case, as we made our way around Ilzabard, we saw that much of the continent was in various stages of chaos. A certain amount of disorder is to be expected. The final days are over, and the people no longer have a common threat binding them together. That's the thing with these fledgling troubles, eh? You need to keep an eye out, lest they mature into full-grown headaches. So, for what reason have so many esteemed personages seen fit to gather?
We have an adventure.
Beneath the waters of the bounty, you say?
Yes, that is what I
see
mean
you've
to
already
say.
stolen away my traveling partner with the promise of unexplored ruins and scholarly glory.
Nay, 'tis not for mine own indulgence, but rather the fulfillment of my commitment to the Loporrits.
Ah, of course. And if you have Estinian rounding out your group, you'll likely have all the members you need.
Feeling left out? I could put in a good word for you, if you like.
We may have been released from our obligations, but I'll never be free of that merciless wit of yours, will I? In all seriousness, 'tis best I sit this one out. Too many former scions consorting with one another might be seen as a cause for concern in certain quarters. I'll return to my usual reconnaissance and scout out the situation in the Far East. Feel free to share if you come across any interesting revelations.
Gotcha.
Till we meet again.
Yes. Let's.
Shall we also hasten our departure? Sir Estinian will wonder what hath become of us.
Let's fucking go.
I send you to recruit Graha, and you return with an entire survey party. I hope Matsya's boat is sturdy enough to carry us all. What he means is, we are grateful for the use of your precious fishing vessels. We are more than glad for the chance to provide it. I ask only that you take care to steer clear of the reefs and the shallows there. Aye, we will keep an eye out. Al-Zadal III. I confess I am somewhat embarrassed that the tale of his journey to another world escaped my notice. Could it be blah blah blah? Could it be more than a simple folklore? And what of the treasure he supposedly brought back? This undersea vault may hold relics from another reflection. My friends, we should temper our expectations. The math doth promise ruins, but beyond that, we know not what we will find. Not until we find it, aye. So let us dispense with the conjecture and set sail for the vault. Ta-da.
Right then.
Should I bard this? Yeah, I should bard this.
Hold still.
No, you. Whoa.
There.
Gotcha!
Allow me.
This will hurt.
Allow me. Hold still.
I feel my strength.
Allow me.
Whoa.
Make ready.
Oh.
Be gone.
Woo, that was slick, Estinian.
Be gone. Allow me.
Let's see. 575. What do I have? Not bad. Whee! Oriange, you good? Then our map is fake. Was no fake after all. Interesting. How did the guy get a hold of that? Who does he know? What does he know?
This will hurt.
Together we shall overcome this.
Go Raha!
Something special for you.
You underestimate me!
Allow me.
This will hurt. This will hurt. You underestimate me! Be gone!
Something special for you.
Be gone! Be gone! Be gone! You're mine! Be gone!
Whoa, there it is.
There!
Hold still. You're mine!
Together we shall overcome this.
Oh shit. Ooh, that was cutting it close. What? What happened? Alright, once more with feeling.
This will hurt. You underestimate me! You're mine!
Hold still. Allow me.
hold still.
Oh no! Oh no!
Allow me.
You're mine!
Together we shall overcome this.
I don't understand that mechanic at all.
Got you!
I don't get it.
Be gone! You're mine!
Allow me.
You're mine!
Hold still.
Right here. Banked, I guess.
All or nothing! Time to end this! You underestimate me!
This side here. Ooh, I like this. Is this diable? It is. Hell yeah.
What have we here?
'Tis not unlike a Hunnish alchemical furnace in design.
Well, there is one way we might find out.
Open it.
Stop! You mustn't touch it.
Vritra! Oh, my apologies. Should I continue calling you Varshan?
Yeah.
You may address me as you wish. My nature is no longer a secret. Still, this is not a setting I imagined for our reunion. Surely you've not entered these ruins as common looters.
Nope.
Would that we could deny your accusations, but I fear you're not far from the truth.
Great Vritra, might we beseech thee to explain the nature of this strange contrivance?
It was crafted by our alchemists at my behest, for the purpose of sealing something away.
I was gonna touch it, but you know I stole
You and I will speak later.
Oh. Mommy angry.
Not the time for frivolity, my friend. Not the time.
This something of which thou speakest, might it be some manner of threat?
Perhaps I should simply show you.
That's some strange soup you got there.
I have lifted the seal, if only for the moment, by an authority only I possess.
A planar fissure?
No, my friend. Small though it may be, this is a functioning gate into the void.
I don't know what questions to ask, so no problems there.
Void Gate and Fissure. Much the same thing in practice, in the sense that both allow passage between the source and the 13. The difference in terminology refers to the circumstance of their creation. The fissure is an incidental tear and fabric of the world, whereas Void Gate is the product of deliberate action.
I must admit, I am deathly curious to know how a void gate came to be hidden in the depths of these ruins.
To tell that tale, we must first peer far to the south, and even further into memory. An age 5 millennia passed when the Algan Empire sent an invading force to the shores of Merasidia. The southern people rallied around the commanding figures of Bahamut and Tiamat and fought fiercely to repel the would-be conquerors. With Bahamut's defeat, however, the tide turned against them. Desperate to seize any advantage, the Mercidians resorted to summoning primal entities. In response, Emperor Zande forged a covenant with the Cloud of Darkness, sovereign among the all-devouring denizens of the Void. Thus bolstered by icons on one side and Void Scent on the other, the two armies clashed in a battle of unspeakable carnage. So much death, so much loss.
I consider myself well versed in that period of history, yet you speak as one who witnessed it happen.
Indeed, I did. I heard Tiamat's roar of defiance and sped toward that war-torn land. Along with my sibling, Ashdaya. We dragons are not male or female as men are wont to classify, but elder sister is the closest a mortal tongue can come to describing what she meant to me. I was the last of our brood to hatch, and Ashdaya cared for me where my sire could not. Thus I was with her when Tiamat roared. I was with her when she journeyed south, and I was with her when she fought against the Void-sent hordes. Yet no matter how many of their vile fiends we cast down, more rose from the abyss to take their place. Faced with an unwinnable war of attrition, Ashdaya risked her all on a final gamble. She plunged through the Void Gate itself to strike at the root of their strength. I tried to follow in her wake, determined to lend what aid I could. But even as I came upon Alag's glittering tower, I saw the rift close behind her. And Ashdaya has been lost to us ever since.
I find I must retract my earlier claim of historical knowledge. Nowhere in the Crystal Tower's archives did I see mention of such noble sacrifice.
That does not surprise me. To Allagan eyes, it must have seemed as if a lone dragon, driven to madness, simply dove through the gate and did not return. For my part, I spent long years searching for the means to reunite with Ashdaya. Until I could search no more. Until Alag was dust, and the art to open a void gate large enough to accommodate a dragon forever lost.
Yet you have the beginnings of a gate right here, under the control of a harnessed device.
My discovery came before Radzat was founded. Though I scoured the lands for a method to cross the rift, it was beneath the sea that I chanced to find a natural planar fissure. It was, however, far too narrow to admit a worm's bulk. Only after our city rose upon the rock, and I could enlist the aid of our talented alchemists, did matters take a favorable turn. Their dedication was beyond reproach. Tirelessly, they worked to expand the fissure, and after decades of toil, it finally grew to a size that a child might pass through.
Not long ago, you told us that you called out to your kin, that Ashdaya's answer was silence. I suspect the conclusion to your tale is not a joyful one.
With hope in my heart, I used the simulacrum to cross the threshold. But no, I did not find her. What I found was a host of void scent, clamoring around the opening they had sensed. 'Twas but a moment, but enough. I had no choice but to retreat and allow the portal to contract once more.
The gate was a threat to your people. You had to decide between endangering Razathan and abandoning your sister. And you chose the latter.
'Twas not that thy siblings scorned thy call. 'Twas that she was trapped beyond a barrier through which neither roar nor dragon may pass. Even now, in the desolate world of the 13th.
I can scarce imagine your pain, yet it was wise not to linger in that place. Too long a sojourn, and even a being of your power risks being warped into a creature of the void. You've seen this phenomenon before, when we stepped into the darkness. Turned purple? Well, yes. His wounds had allowed the void's corruption to enter his body and twist his ether. Had it been allowed to progress much longer, I presume he would have been fully transformed.
Then there is little hope for Ashdaya.
Ah, no. I hadn't meant to. I speak only of possibilities. The scales of the First Brood are extraordinarily resistant to ethereal fluctuations. They are the protective talisman's core components after all, and even the corruption I described would struggle to overcome. Of course. With the warding scale in one's possession, one could conceivably survive a stay in the 13th without being warped by its energies.
Be that as it may, it is too late to rescue my sister. 5,000 years too late. And now countless others look to me for guidance and protection. So when I sensed intruders in the ruins, I came only to ensure that the gate remained closed. That, and to secure the treasure, of course. I wish only to forget the rest.
Well, I'm gonna call it a night. Until tomorrow. Thanks for sticking around, whoever's left in chat. Or actually, let me get out of here first. Let's go a little bit further. The matters not only expand the fissure, but also manipulate it as one might gain. astonishing. Is there any chance I could learn more of this feat I accomplished? I'll tell you what I can. First, however, return to the High Crucible and arrange to replace the Guardian, so I'll handily destroy it. I will not do to leave the gate undefended. And my apologies, we were perhaps a little too zealous in our rush to uncover the vault secrets. If the constructs that can be repaired, we will be happy to offer resistance. That will not be necessary. I want to spare vessels for myself and keep the Guardians on hand for such eventualities. In any case, we should return to Ratatan. Alright, now I gotta go. Until next time. Bye.